Hi everyone, thank you for watching What Are You Doing Today Challenge Size. A week ago, on my birthday, I received a few gifts for people, friends and family, people who love me and I love. And some of them are those kind of gifts that you have to actually put together, give it some love every day, give it some attention. I'm talking about flowers. Everybody who know about me know that I love plants, I love flowers. I used to go to my country on weekends to the farm, and on the road I always see flowers, and I ask the person who was with me by that time, stop the car, I want those flowers. They are savage, they are, silvestre, we call it, not savage, around the road. And I collect them. I notice that many of these plants actually, as much as I love plants, I have a hard time to keep it alive, because plants, like human beings, need certain attention. Like animals, like human beings, need certain attention. This is a lifestyle, and this is not what you do every day, and this is not what you need to talk to the plant, you need to put the water, you need to put it in the appropriate sunlight, give it the right attention to the plant. And many people also talk to the plant, and I get as a gratitude the plant flourish and give it back to the owner the love of the beauty of the plant, right? And I have to admit it, as much as I love gardening and doing all of this attention, which I do, because I do this at my house, I always do this, and I would love to, I have done this in a friend's house and a family house. For some reason, many of the plants die because I've been busy and other stuff in past weeks and months, and it could pass also a year and I don't look the plant again, because this is not what I do every day. Anyway, I love plants and I try to keep it alive. And that's what I'm gonna try to do with this one. I got this beautiful lily. We call it lilas on Spanish, but they are lily, which is basically the same thing. And this is a Galla Lily. I noticed I've been putting water every day on it since I received it. A little bit, not much, a little bit, I noticed it's even I have been putting the water on it, the plant is dying. You see, you have some, look at here. I'm gonna remove this. You see, this is there. And I came to a conclusion that probably water needs a plantation. So I'm gonna try to keep these lilies alive. This gift actually came from my mother-in-law, my husband's mother, Terry Smith, and they are beautiful. Look at the color of this lily. Beautiful, right? And I didn't know the lily plant had these kind of dots on the leaves, which is actually pretty common in many decorative plants back on my country, Dominican Republic. And I have here this container that I haven't used. It's been in the patio for a while, but I didn't want to try it, and I'm gonna use to plant this lily. It has a nice design. It's not my favorite color, but it's nice, right? We also have here the moisture control potting mix, and it says that it's to protect against over and under watering plants. The plant just not need water and sun, and also need nutrients, and those nutrients come actually from the ground. The plant actually grows at twice as much as a plant that is planted in a normal dirt. So this is new actually. I bought this 7 months ago to work in the garden on the front of my house, and I haven't used it at all. So today I'm gonna use it. Like I say, I'm not the perfect garden person. As much as I love gardening, I have a lot of videos of gardening, and I don't know exactly how to keep the plants alive, but I'm gonna try to keep this one alive. Hopefully I succeed. We will see. I can promise anything. I'll do my best. And its attention, I will try to give attention. It's a very relaxing thing to do too. Planting a plant, gardening. It's a beautiful thing to do, and it's very relaxing. So that's what I'm doing today. The sun is coming in. I have to use my glasses. So sometimes it's good to take the feet out of the gas. Step out of the gas. If you're working in a project or whatever, especially working in computer stuff, I always design things, clothing, designing the magazine, working on what is gonna happen in the next magazine, selecting the content, writing an article, or designing and collecting the color and the pattern for the next collection. Sometimes the inspiration just doesn't come easily when you have other stuff going on in your mind, in your life, like family stuff, any kind of things. It could be anything. You know what I'm talking about, right? So just walk away for a moment. I know it's not that easy because I have a harder time to do it myself. Just walk away and do things that you not regularly do. And there might be the inspiration always is gonna come back. It might be this is what you need. I put this thing yesterday outside trying to work on it. Couldn't happen. Yesterday it was like I get up, and a few minutes later, which wasn't actually a few minutes later, it was an entire day. Oh, it's time to go to sleep again. What happened? What I did in the entire day? No, you exercise, you go to the gym, you work in a project, you read a book, you write an article, you do this, you do that, and it feels like you really didn't do nothing. It's felt that way. Especially if you demand too much about yourself, we don't have a lot of consideration for ourselves, and we just move. We want to complete. We think because we are creation of God, we also want to have this kind of mindset, and we can have the mindset, but we cannot create sometimes the entire world in 7 or 6 days. And we try to do that. Sometimes we just forget that we are a child of God, but we are not God. So there is certain things the God said to us, you know what? You need to stop. Go relax. Go meditate. Go think about things. Or go and don't think about anything. Just stop and let me do my work. So that's what I'm doing. I'm letting God do His work. Anyway, let's dive into this project, because this is what the project I have for today. We're gonna plant those lilas, and let's see what happened in the future. I have my thing here. I already told you about the fertilizant of potting mixture control, and I have here this. I'm gonna use this to take it out because I don't have the necessary thing. I have my scissors. I have this, which actually I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna have to call my husband and ask him to put water on it, because this is the water that I'm gonna put in the plant and I don't have it. I'm gonna use this to actually move the dirt on. So let's do this, let's see what happens. Oh, I cut this complete. That was a mistake. I should cut just the corner. Okay. Maybe I want to show you here. This is how it looks like. And you see those little white things and all of this? Well, this is part of the nutrients, fertilizant of fertilize they put into it to help the plant grow healthy, faster, smooth, and nice. So I'm gonna put this inside this here. I'm gonna fill it up. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can. I'm gonna make a hole in the middle. One thing, the people who basically do gardening, because I ask questions, like, you know, when you don't know anything, you should ask questions. And that's what I do every day with everything. I don't know everything, so I ask questions. So everybody is expert and with their own skills. You don't know everything. You are not God, so ask questions. I ask questions, and one of the things they say is, if you want to grow a plant, you need to actually measure, and you need to put the plant in a pot that the root of the plant grow down as bigger as you want the plant to grow up. That's what they say. I don't know how they do this with palms, you know, like coconut palms, all of these things, because basically you see the coconut plant looks like it's buried on the top of the ground, right? You don't see, and if you imagine the coconut plant root going as deep as they go up, you can imagine how much destruction a coconut plant can create in a construction, in a building, because the root needs to be strong into it. I have no idea how this part works, especially with coconut plant. But with little plants like this, I notice if you want this plant grow, I don't know, something like this, and then you give them a pot, which is the container here, that the root goes as deep as you want the plant grow up, okay? So I don't want this to grow ridiculously because it's not plant in the ground. So I want to be able to move it and put it here and there. Hopefully the plant survive and I be able to do this. And that's what I'm gonna do with this one. So I'm gonna give it a space to grow a little bit, something like this. So I'm gonna take it out of here and I'm gonna try to be as careful as I can because some of the thing are already broken. You see how it's, look how beautiful. You see this? Do you know why this happened? This is the roots of the plant. All of these white things are the root of the plant. And the reason why do you see it that way is because the container this actually planted doesn't have too much space, so the plant is not growing anywhere, so the roots going up to the size of the pot, and the plant is just limited there. It's not growing anywhere. So that's what I changed to this place here. So now that I have it here, I'm gonna remove and cut a little bit all of these. They are already broken because they're gonna die. You don't need them. And I mean, they're still alive, but they're gonna die because they are broken. So I need to remove them and just keep the ones that are safe and healthy. And I thought the sun didn't gonna come out again, but it's been like this in the last few days. But it's here, and we remove this. Okay. Oh, I cut this accidentally. And now you actually can put this inside there because this is kind of the plant belong to the plant. Is gonna be healthy. It's gonna disintegrate and come back to be nutrition for the plant. So you see this one? I've been trying to save this one for a few days, but it's still falling down. Let me try it again. I'm gonna leave it there because it's alive. It's still fine. And I'm gonna put more of the dirt on it. Okay. And I'm gonna cover until I cover totally the root of the plant. I'm gonna put a little bit of water. And here it is. I have to get inside to get the water. So do not put too much water. I'm gonna read the instruction of this one in a moment. Okay, I guess this is enough. Make sure when you are planting a plant, the pot that you are using have holes on the ground underneath to drain the excess of water, because if you put too much water if the platter retain the water on it, it's gonna putrefact. It's gonna be too moisture, and it's gonna putrefact the plant, and they're gonna die. So it's like if you put too much air in a tire, what you do is explode, right? So try to not put too much, just what it needs, and read. Everything is in Google, so read how to protect the right lighting, the right amount of water, how often your plant needs water. So this is the Milgro Galla Lily, and the indication to maintain this plant alive is bright indirect light. So the sun cannot be directly to the plant because it might not be healthy 100%. It's not gonna kill it probably, but it's not gonna be healthy. It's a bright indirect light. The temperature, now this is something serious because I don't know how I'm gonna maintain the temperature of these. You're gonna have to have a thermometer to measure, what is the temperature for the plant. It says Galla lilies perform best at 50 to 7 Fahrenheit. This is This is a serious stuff, seriously. I mean, you know, you need to know this information. And I believe many people don't know this information and they keep the plant alive. So you don't worry, just move forward, okay? And then instead the water, keep soil slightly moist at all time. So moist, slightly moist. Don't put too much water like I did now, because I just replanted and it could die very easy or whatever. It had the hole underneath to drain the excess of water. So remove it, replant it, and move forward. That's what it says. In general, feed every 2 weeks. You see, every 2 weeks you need to put some nutrients in this plant. You know, they sell this any place. Anyway, this is the general thing. Slightly light, keep it moisture, do not excess the water. Make sure there is in a perfectly room temperature, which is in this case those lily grow better, and to between 50 to 70 Fahrenheit. So keep it alive. Do your best, give it your love, spend the time. This is what it is for. And then, you know, put it in your best place, in your patio, in your house, in the front of the house. Give it to somebody you love. They know how to take care of this, because it's not nice when you give something they're supposed to be alive to somebody and that person just don't care about it, you know. So Mom, here are the lilies that you gave for my birthday. Thank you very much. I hope to see those lilies grow and stay healthy, still healthy for a while. So thank you for watching. What are you doing today, Galla Size? Besitos. I see you in my next video. Bye for now. Mm-hmm.